This video is sponsored by OWC. Whether you're a student headed back to school, someone working from home, or you just need a device to help pass the time with media and gaming, the iPad Pro is a versatile device that excels in all three of these categories. So in this video, we're going to go over some of the best accessories out there that can help elevate productivity and your entertainment levels for your iPad Pro. Now, I hate to start off with a first-party accessory made by Apple itself, but I'd be lying to myself if I didn't include the Magic Keyboard in this video, as it is one of the best accessories that you can buy for your iPad Pro. I know it's a bit on the pricey side, but it is one of the better options, if not the best option for a trackpad/keyboard combination out there that really makes the iPad Pro feel like a traditional laptop. The scissor switch mechanism with 1mm key travel feels great. The trackpad is excellent and very responsive with a bunch of gestures that make navigating through iPadOS a breeze. There's even an extra USB-C port for charging your device, leaving your iPad Pro's USB-C port available for accessories like the ones that we're going to talk about later on in this video. Honestly, the only negatives that I can see with this case are the price and the modest hit that it takes to your overall battery life for your iPad Pro, but despite those two issues, I still think it's absolutely worth getting. If $300 is still just way too much money, and believe me, I totally understand, there is a solid replacement available in the Logitech Folio Touch keyboard case. Now, unfortunately, one of the first major downsides about this is that it's only available right now for the 11-inch iPad Pro. But if that's your iPad Pro, then you can absolutely save a ton of money and still get a really good keyboard and trackpad experience. It comes with a bit more bulk and weight, but it does add way more drop protection to your iPad Pro, has a great keyboard experience complete with a full function row for those who need those extra keys, and the trackpad is still really good. And it feels pretty much just like the one that the Magic Keyboard offers in terms of at least navigating throughout the UI and using gestures, which has not always been the case with other third-party trackpads that I've tested. The Folio Touch also connects via the pin connector on the back of the iPad, and it's $149 cheaper than the Magic Keyboard. So if you own an 11-inch iPad Pro, it's definitely a much more tempting option than spending $150 extra in order to get Apple's first-party case. If you don't want a keyboard case, but still want some style and protection for your iPad Pro, the Nomad Rugged Folio Case is another good option. While it's also pretty expensive for just a folio case, it's extremely high quality Horween leather that not only looks nice and definitely gets better with age, but it's very, very durable. You do get a magnetic folio style enclosure, which gives it that extremely vital smart wake sleep functionality whenever you open and close your iPad Pro. And you do get a very sturdy kickstand mode available for whenever you just need to prop up your iPad Pro for some reading or streaming content to your device. There's also enough space to accommodate your Apple Pencil so that you can easily dock and charge your pencil when you're not using it. To protect the screen of my iPad Pro, I use this Migu tempered glass screen protector that I got off Amazon. You get 2 in a pack just in case you mess up applying the first one, but it's very easy to install, and there's a perfect cutout for the True Depth camera system so that you can still use Face ID and it works perfectly fine. I highly recommend getting a tempered glass screen protector out there. Really, any screen protector that's rated pretty highly on Amazon will probably be good, but this is the one that I use. It works really well. The iPad Pro screen is extremely susceptible to fingerprints, and it gets kind of gross. So I also hate seeing micro scratches on my screen, which I feel like happens on an iPad Pro, especially if you're using the pencil. And so I try to just have protection on the screen whenever I can, and this is a good option for the price. For those who want to dock their iPad Pro at home or at the office, I recommend getting a good tablet stand like this one from Lamical that can hold up my 12.9-inch iPad Pro with no problems at all. It's made from solid aluminum, and the rubber pads at the bottom prevent any kind of sliding around on your desk, and it also won't scratch your desk as well. It's a very solid tablet stand that looks and feels great. I couple this with the new Logitech K380 Bluetooth keyboard. Now, I know this is Mac specific, but don't let the name fool you. It's also great for iOS and iPadOS devices as well. And if you have a Magic Trackpad available, it's kind of the perfect little iPad Pro desktop setup. The K380 from Logitech is highly portable, minimal, and just feels great to type on. You do get a couple of function keys at the top, and it's capable of connecting to 3 different devices at the same time with easy switch functionality available. Best part is it runs off 2 AAA batteries, which means battery life is going to be tremendous, assuming that you keep your house stocked with AAA batteries. In fact, Logitech rates the K380 at up to 2 years due to its smart auto power saving technology, or if you really just want to make sure you have battery all the time, you can just simply turn it on and off by using the power switch. I love this off-white look. It also comes in pink, and as I mentioned before, it's so lightweight and portable that it makes it very easy to just take with you on the go. The Hyperdrive 6-in-1 hub is probably one of the other most universally talked about iPad Pro accessories, and so I'm positive you've probably heard or seen this before, but just in case you haven't, I think this is one of the best products for your iPad Pro, especially if you need more ports and an SD card reader in your workflow. The hub attaches perfectly to your iPad Pro using the USB-C port, and then extends your iPad Pro connectivity to include an HDMI port with 4K 60Hz output, a USB-C port, SD and micro SD card slots, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and a USB Type-A port. It's very sleek, very durable, and really an accessory that you should probably have with your iPad at all times, especially for an iPad Pro user. Last but not least, for you gaming fans out there, if you don't have an Xbox or PS4 controller, or you just want something designed for the mobile experience in mind, I highly recommend picking up the SteelSeries Nimbus Plus controller. This wireless gaming controller definitely has the look and feel of an Xbox One controller, but to me it feels much more ergonomical than a traditional Xbox controller. You have clickable joysticks, a very tactile D-pad, as well as a great battery life rating up to 30 hours on a single charge, which by the way it charges via USB-C, so you don't have to bring an extra cable with you can just use the one that comes with your iPad Pro. Gaming on the iPad Pro is something that's becoming more and more popular these days because of the power and performance that the iPad Pro can deliver and the great catalog of games that are available via the App Store and Apple Arcade. And so a good controller is highly worth the investment if you're really into gaming. It's also worth mentioning that the Nimbus comes with a smartphone mount too for those who want to use this controller with their iPhone as well. Now before we end today's video, I want to give you more information about today's sponsor, OWC. OWC offers a wide range of products for your Mac, like internal hard drives and SSDs, memory, Thunderbolt 3 docks, and much more. One product specifically that really caught my attention is the Envoy Pro Mini, which is a super fast desktop class SSD that can attach right to your keys or fit in your pocket comfortably. It looks like a tiny flash drive because, well, it is a tiny flash drive, but with the speed and performance of a workhorse SSD. This SSD can be configured up to a 1TB option now, which is perfect for those who need to carry much larger files and have great speed and performance in a small footprint. For more information about the Envoy Pro Mini or any other products that OWC has to offer, go ahead and click the link in the description down below. This has been Dan with Mac Rumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next video.